Next up on Stories Around the Campfire, a little more serious
I don't
discussion.
want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back!
Because Creepshow has decided not to air an episode that was going to feature Marilyn Manson shortly after these abuse allegations have come out from Evan Rachel Wood. Colonel, you've seen Marilyn Manson live in concert before. Should we have seen this coming?
I would say no, because if I would have seen him back in the mid to late 90s instead of the late 20 teens, maybe. I just saw bloated Marilyn Manson repeating over and over again, "I'm from Ohio. Look at me." He fucking sucked. So maybe we should have seen it, because it sounds like he sucks as a fucking human being too, as well as a stage performer. So I was like, the episode of Creepshow, done. Loma Vista Records, done. American Gods, and he's supposed to play a big role in that series, gone. Like, they literally have to reshoot this shit to try to figure out how to retell this story. I'm inclined to believe her, but I'm also still a firm believer in innocent until proven guilty. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm more than likely we'll find out this shit is true. And you got other people coming in saying, backing her up, saying, yes, he did stuff like this to me as well. Where there's smoke, there's usually a fire. I understand with the culture we're in now, the cancel culture, why he was pulled from everything. Just guilty until proven innocent anymore, especially when these type of allegations are made about any kind of abuse towards a woman. That should be taken seriously, but like I said, it's a rock in a hard place.
Do you feel that Creepshow should still air the episode and the record label should keep him and all of that?
They can't. They simply can't. I think they should. Let's take probably one of Marilyn Manson's friends, Johnny Depp, for example. They practically, his career just got ruined, and it turned out he was the abusee, not the abuser. They have to cut ties when any type of allegation like this is made, because if you don't, you're supporting an abuser. So I understand why they do it, especially financially.
Ziggy, what are your initial thoughts on this? Does this happen too much?
I don't know if it happens too much, but it's the cancel culture now. This is the way it goes. Like Colonel said, guilty till proven innocent. And but let's face it, Marilyn Manson has been a self-proclaimed piece of shit his whole career from the early 90s. There's been dozens of allegations against him. Rose McGowan, hell, we even heard from Corey Feldman recently, said he was, kind of messed with by him too. So, I mean, this is not surprising to me. I do kind of wish everybody would come out a little quicker with some of these things, get together and get it out there. But I understand how the game is played. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of fat cats with all the money. And if you want to have any chance at it, you got to keep your fucking mouth shut. So that shit seems to be over now. As far as him getting kicked off all these shows and everything, it's not that great of an actor anyway. I won't miss him. I guess that whole episode's done. They're not even going to show it. Maybe somewhere up the road we'll see it, but this guy, he'll probably end up hanging in a fucking closet somewhere. But I mean, hey, if you're that kind of scumbag doing the kind of things you're alleged doing, let's give him his day in court and figure it all out. And then if it's proven he is a piece of shit scumbag like we all think, then yeah, let's go ahead and proceed with, burning the records and anything, posters, whatever you want to do.
The other side of the coin is, if all the allegations are proven faulty or misleading or just flat out lies, his reputation's fucked already. Doesn't matter.
I expect Manson Nation to rally against the accusers at that point, making false statements. So that's how it is now. It's all ridiculous. It sucks that people are allowed to maneuver and pull the shit they do, like the Weinsteins and shit like that. And this is all in that same kind of vein. Yeah. There's money, there's power. He's generating money, so they don't want to lose that. So let's sweep it under the rug kind of thing. So let's get him in court and figure it out. But I understand everything's got to be put on hold for now with it. I'm not a fan of his, by the way. Don't get me wrong here. But, you got to do it right. You got to go by the book here.
Before I get into this, I have this weird feeling there are a lot of 90s teen parents taking a sip of their coffee right now, just going, I told you so.
This is what I like to call my told you so dance. I told you so, 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 I told you.
Parents hated Marilyn Manson when he came out in the 90s. He was a target from day one. Now, granted, he set himself up to be a target, the way he dressed, the way he acted, what he sang about, his topics, everything. His entire demeanor was put together, his persona was put together to cause controversy. Now, 30 years later, he's causing controversy in a way that I don't think he necessarily intended to, but it's serious shit, man. I hate this fucking shit. When I see it, when I hear it, I don't necessarily write off immediately the performer, but I don't necessarily go out, wearing my Marilyn Manson t-shirt or whatever everywhere I go. I'm just not going to do it. For example, I wouldn't say I'm a Kevin Spacey fan, but I know he's had allegations against him for a few years now. I've never really seen anything come from that, though. It's just been allegations. I haven't heard of a court case. I haven't heard of a settlement. I haven't heard of anything. But I still enjoy the shit out of his work. He's one of the best actors of the late 20th century. His performances fascinate me. I cannot help it. Marilyn Manson is not that good of a performer for me. So I really don't give a shit about him. I hate when this shit happens. And it happens, in my opinion, way too much. These accusations come out way too often. The only good I can see about this is the fact that there are so many fucking repercussions that happen immediately. This guy's career is fucked. I don't care if he does get proven innocent later on, or however you say it. His career is fucked. Maybe 20 years down the road, people that are in his kind of position will look back at the Johnny Depps, at the Kevin Spaceys, at the Marilyn Mansons, and go, you know what? I'm going to be nice to these people because those guys had their careers fucked for one instance or one person coming out and then a train of people coming out saying they were abusive. Maybe I won't be an abusive prick, but it's going to take time for it to get drilled in.
You know what's sad, though? You pointed that out just tells you how shitty Hollyweird is, man.
Let me tell you what I know about Marilyn Manson, because I had the unfortunate experience of witnessing a couple of his concerts over the years with him opening up for other bands I did want to see. This is what I viewed at a couple of concerts. I watched him abusing his own band. Like physically, like I watched him grab his bass player's nipple and twist it so hard the guy was just like, he was screaming on stage and like he blew the song because he was in such pain. I watched Johnny Five throw his guitar down and square up going, come on, motherfucker, in a concert. And he had enough and he quit the band the next day. We've seen him on That Metal Show with Eddie Trunk drunk off absinthe and just acted like a complete fucking disrespectful asshole. So, I mean, it's not that out of the realm to believe. That's what I know. One guy's opinion, watching from the sidelines, Marilyn Manson antics, just in the public. And who the fuck knows what's going on behind closed doors?
That's kind of the point about this. It's not really news. We expect to hear something like this about Marilyn Manson. Now, if it had come out and it was like, Mr. Rogers was a child molester, that would be huge fucking news. Oh, great. I probably started a new QAnon conspiracy theory. Thanks. Great. Fuck you guys. But yeah, it's no fucking surprise that Marilyn Manson is an abuser. Now, Colonel, you mentioned this is the problem with Hollyweird. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm a little glass half full kind of person. Maybe that's me. But I don't like to think of a lot or a majority of Hollywood as being these kind of dickheads. I like to think that most of Hollywood acts like Tom Hanks, acts like Bill Murray. Not Tom Hanks with the Wayfair bullshit, but just the way Tom Hanks treats his fans. I mean, you've seen the photos where Tom Hanks was at some restaurant and it was this guy's 21st birthday and he's passed out at a table and Tom Hanks just slides in with him and is like, hey, take some photos. Hey, happy birthday, motherfucker. I met all your friends, but not you because you're passed out. It's not a dick thing. It's that guy's going to be remembered and he's going to remember that, well, sort of, for the rest of his life. Bill Murray goes out and plays fucking kickball in Central Park with people on a regular basis.
Yeah, there's more than one bad apple in the bunch. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but fuck, there's a lot of that shit coming out of there. I mean, I'm not even a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to say, they're fucking drinking blood and eating babies and all this other stupid shit you fucking hear. We lost Fangoria for a short time due to shit like this. So it's everywhere. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely.
Seems like we all agree Creepshow made the right decision. There's only one way to go anymore with these kind of accusations. So guys, women, also, don't be a dick. Be nice. Quit abusing your friends, your lovers, your assistants, your castmates, your workers, whatever. Be nice.
And Corey Feldman, I'm sure not everybody in Hollywood is trying to fucking molest you. Stop being an attention whore. I don't believe you anymore.
Well, there's that too. Does anybody else want a pizza right now?
Well, that's a wrap for Stories Around the Campfire. Hope you enjoy the new format. Let us know. And be on the lookout for more Death Curse Society next week.
Hunting humans ain't nothing but nothing. They all run like scared little rabbits. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit. Hey, I'm Bill Moseley, and you're watching Death Curse Society. Or you better fucking watch it.
Death Curse Society has just become an associate producer on the film.
Yes.
Bravo. Death Curse Society, guys, is so awesome. I met the guys, all three of the guys, at Indianapolis last year for Horror Hound. And I met those dudes, and I gotta tell you, like, I hung out with them, we took pictures, I signed some stuff, they gave me a t-shirt. It was awesome. They are awesome guys. So super cool. I am so glad to have them on board this campaign and also on board the film. And now they are going to be IMDb credited as producers on this movie.
Woo! Hey, thanks guys for watching Death Curse Society. This is Red Crank here. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to go up here, hit that subscription button, make sure to hit that bell too so you get a notification whenever we drop some new videos. And speaking of different videos, bam! Right over here we got a couple for you to check out as well. Check these out. Keep watching Death Curse Society. Thanks for tuning in. Woo!